Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome back to the video lecture series of microprocessor and microcontroller. Today we will discuss input capture and wave generator interfacing with AVR. So let's start with input capture. This input capture function is widely used for many applications. Among them are for recording the arrival time of an event, pulse width measurement and period measurement. In a 8MEGA32 timer 1 can be used as the input capture to detect and measure the events happening outside the chip. As the timer 1 is a 16-bit, timer 1 has a capability to provide a function of input capture. So timer 1 can be used as an input capture to detect the measure the events happening outside the chip. Upon the detection of an event, the TCNT value is loaded into ICR1 register and ICF flag is set. So in a TCNT1 there is a ICR1 and ICF flag related to input capture functions. So the input capture circuits can look like this. There are two event sources. One is a ICP1 pin which is a port D.6 in 8MEGA32 and the output of the analog comparator ACIC is a bit of ACSRS register as shown in figure. So here this input capture functions ICP1 pin which is provided with port D.6. Now in this noise concealer and edge detectors are there, and this counter 1 has this TCNT-H and TCNG and TCCR have this functionality ICR1H and ICR1L. So using this counter values and using this ICP functions and ICF flag, we can perform a input capturing. So step to perform or say step to program input capture. So initialize TCCR1A and TCCR1B for a proper time mode. Enable or disable the noise cancellers and select edge positive or a negative to measure the arrival time for. Initialize ACSR to select desired event source. This register is basically used to select the desired event source. Now monitor the ICF flag in a TIFR to see if the edge has arrived or not. Upon the arrival of the edge, the TCNT1 value is loaded into ICR1 register automatically by the AVR. So upon the arrival of edges, the TCNT values, whatever the values loaded in a TCNT1 is loaded into ICR1 register automatically by the AVR to provide the functions of input capture. This input capture programming can be done like this. Assuming that clock pulses are fed into pin ICP1, so write a program to read ICNT1 values on every rising edge. Place the result on a port A and port B. As this is a 16-bit, so we have to use two ports of a 88-bit, so we can place the results. Okay, so first include the 8MEGA32 library, then make a port A and B as a output, as we want to send the data over there. Okay, so R16 0xFF DDR-A, R16. So whatever the values of R16, that is FF, is goes in a DDR-A and DDR-B. So it actives the port A and port B as a output. Now also sends a port D as a output. Okay, so active the port D. So whatever the values in R16FF is copied into port D. Now load this R20 with 0 and then copy this value in a TCCR1 timer mode normal operations. Okay, TCCR1A is basically work timer 1 in a normal mode, and this TCCR1B with a 41H, it indicates the rising edge, no prescaler and no noise canceller. Okay, so this is for setting TCCR TCCR1A and TCCR1B. After setting this TCCR1A and 1B, read the values of TIFR, so for that content of TIFR copies in a R20 and check R20 register, in which check ICF1 register that if IC1 flag is set or not. If IC1 flag is not set, then continuously check the status of TIFR, and if ICF1 is equals to 1, then skip next instruction. So it will skip the next instructions and goes in a timer. So after that, whatever the content of R21 is copied in a TIFR register, so clear the ICF flag and whatever the values over there. So here in a R22, this ICR1H and ICR1N is copied in a 22. So on a 22, this port A sends, so whatever the values of R22 is basically sent over port A, and this other value is sent over port B. Okay, so whatever the values of ICR1A is copied in R22 and it is goes in a port A. So port A is equals to ICR1L, that means ICR1 low bytes, and here ICR1 high bytes. So whatever the input captures values are read from this TIFR by setting or by making a ICF flag set, this values goes on a port A and port B. Low byte sends on a port A, high byte sends in a port B. So this is how input capture programming can be performed. Now same program can be referred in a C. Write all port A and port B, make port A and B as a output, D also as a output. Now while TCCR1A is equals to 0, TCCR1B is equals to 41. Now when ICF1 is equals to 0, then check the values of TIFR and read the values of TIFR, and then make a port. If TIFR ICF1 is equals to 1, then clear the flag and copy the values. Port A is equals to ICR1L, port B is equals to ICR1H. So this is how input capture programming can be done in a C programming. Now next we have a wave generation in AVR. So for each timer there is at least one, or says at least an OCR, that means output compare match register. The value for this register is constantly compared with the TC&T register in a CTC mode, right? So when a match occurs, the OCF flag will be set to high. OCF, that means output compare match flag. Each AVR timer there is a waveform generator. The waveform generator can generate a wave on a OCN pins. The WGM and COM bits of a TCCR register determines how the waveform generator works. So when OCN pins, we check the outputs on a OCN pin, there is a waveforms on the this pins depending on the which types of delay we generate. So here we have a wave generator circuits like this. OCR and TC&T values are loaded in a TC&T and it will compare with OCRs. Okay, so it will compare with OCR, and this waveform generator circuits will check and the conditions, and on a OCN there is a wave patterns are generated depending on this WGM and COM bits, and here there is for controlling this TC&T top, TC&T bottom and FOC pins are available over here. So this is a wave form generator circuits using timers. The wave generations in AVR, so the TC&T register reaches top or a bottom or a compare match occurs, the waveform generator is informed. TC&T register reaches to the top value or bottom value or compare match, then the waveform generator is informed. Then the waveform generator changes the state of the OC0 pins according to the mode of timer and COM compare output match bit. So this is how this wave generations can be performed in AVR. Thank you.